The world was shocked when Marcus Knight, legendary rock musician, passed away suddenly. Known for his haunting lyrics and unforgettable melodies, he left behind a legacy that was celebrated by millions. But for his daughter, Lily, his death was a different kind of burden. She had always been his quiet shadow, a songwriter herself, though she never felt she could step into his spotlight. After the funeral, she discovered a half-written song among his belongings, titled End of the Line. It was unlike anything she had ever seen from him before. Its dark lyrics and unfinished melody seemed incomplete yet powerful, as if something vital was locked within its chords. Rumors began to swirl online about the song, with fans claiming it was cursed. People speculated that Marcus's obsession with it had led to his demise. Some even claimed that strange events had plagued those who had tried to play it, fueling the song's mystique. Lily didn't believe in curses, but she did believe in her father's music, and she felt compelled to finish what he had started. Driven by both love and curiosity, Lily decided to complete the song, hoping to understand her father better. She wanted to create a tribute, a final collaboration that would connect her to him even after his death. But as she read through the lyrics, she sensed something hidden beneath the words, a story that hadn't been told, secrets that he might not have wanted the world to see. Lily hesitated. Part of her wondered if finishing the song would be like opening a door that should remain closed. But the music called to her, a faint echo of her father's voice, urging her forward. She couldn't ignore it. Little did she know, though, the journey she was beginning would reveal truths about her father and herself that would change everything. Determined to understand the meaning behind her father's unfinished lyrics, Lily spent days poring over his notebooks and song drafts. As she worked on the melody, familiar memories of him came flooding back. His intense focus, the late nights he spent writing, his quiet moments of vulnerability. She'd always thought she knew him well, but the song hinted at parts of him she'd never seen. The lyrics seemed to speak of a hidden pain, a struggle that was foreign to the rock star image her father had cultivated. Phrases like shadows of regret and a burdened heart stood out, making her wonder if he had been carrying something heavy all along. One line in particular haunted her. End of the line, where secrets rest, the truth beneath my chest. The words gnawed at her, suggesting there was more to her father's story than the world knew. Lily began to suspect that his life of fame and adoration had masked deeper struggles he hadn't shared with anyone, not even her. Then she stumbled upon a note tucked inside his guitar case, written in her father's handwriting. I can't outrun this forever. Maybe one day she'll understand. Lily's heart tightened. Was he referring to her? Had he left his song as a way of reaching out, of sharing his hidden battles? She wrestled with the growing urge to dig deeper. Part of her felt guilty for prying, as if she was invading his privacy, but another part of her, the songwriter and daughter who had always wanted to connect with him, couldn't stop. She knew that if she completed this song, she might expose truths that would reshape her father's legacy. Yet she also felt that honoring his real story might be the most genuine tribute she could offer. With a mix of trepidation and determination, Lily decided to continue, bracing herself for whatever revelations lay ahead. As Lily worked through the lyrics, she began to notice patterns that hinted at more than just poetic musings. Lines about running from the night and fighting unseen demons made her suspect that her father had struggled with something he'd kept hidden. Memories of his restless nights, his moments of silence, and the way he'd sometimes disappear for days came flooding back. Lily visited her father's closest friend and former bandmate, Ray, hoping for some answers. When she asked him if Marcus had ever seemed troubled, Ray sighed and looked away, as though he'd been dreading this conversation. Your father was complicated, Ray said gently. He had a side of him that he never let the public see. Fame, it wears on people. It's not easy being idolized, being someone everyone thinks they know. Your father struggled with it more than you realize. Ray's words filled in the gaps in her father's lyrics. It was as if Marcus had poured his frustrations, his loneliness, and his inner battles into End of the Line. She realized her father had been haunted by the fame and had likely felt trapped in a very life he'd once dreamt of. Lily felt a profound sadness. Her father had always seemed larger than life, invisible, but now she saw him as a man who'd fought invisible battles. Completing the song wasn't just about finishing his work. It was about acknowledging his humanity, his vulnerabilities, the parts of him he kept hidden even from those closest to him. Returning to her guitar, Lily felt a renewed sense of purpose. She wanted to give her father's song the voice it deserved, a voice that spoke not just of the man the world loved, but of the man he truly was. With the song nearly complete, Lily faced a dilemma. She had woven her father's hidden pain and struggles into the lyrics, creating a raw, unfiltered portrayal of the man behind the legend. But as she played the song, she began to worry about what sharing it might mean. The world idolized Marcus Knight as a rock star, a man of charisma and mystery. Revealing his personal battles might shatter that image. She confided in Ray, torn between honoring her father's true story and preserving his legacy as the public knew him. "I don't want to tarnish his image," she said, her voice heavy with doubt, "but I also feel this is the real him, the part of him he wanted to share but never could." Ray nodded, understanding her struggle. Marcus always wanted to be seen, but fame made him feel invisible. He loved his fans, but it was hard for him to show them his true self. Maybe that's why he left you the song. He trusted you to decide. Lily wrestled with the choice. If she released the song as it was, the world would see a side of her father they never imagined. They would know his struggles, his vulnerabilities, and his fears. But if she kept it hidden or polished the lyrics, she'd be denying the part of him that had left a piece of his soul in those lines. Sitting alone with her guitar, she played the song through, feeling her father's presence with each note. She felt a strange peace as though he were there with her, urging her to be brave. Art, she realized, wasn't just about what the audiences wanted. It was about the truth and the connection, even if that truth was painful. Finally, she made her decision. On the anniversary of her father's death, Lily stood before a crowd of fans, journalists and friends ready to perform "End of the Line." Her hands trembled as she introduced the song, her heart heavy with the weight of her decision. "The song was my father's last work," she began, her voice steady but emotional. "It's not just another piece of music. It's a part of him, a glimpse into the struggles he kept hidden from the world. He wasn't just a rock star you all loved. He was a man with fears, regrets, and dreams. I'm sharing this because I believe he wanted to be seen for who he truly was." The room fell silent as Lily began to play. The haunting melody filled the air, each note resonating with pain, love, and vulnerability. The lyrics spoke of a man grappling with his fame, the weight of expectations, and a desire to be understood. She felt her father's presence in every line, as if he were standing beside her, finally unburdened by the persona he'd been carrying. As she finished, a hush settled over the crowd. Slowly, applause rose, but it was different, softer, more reverent. Lily looked out over the audience and saw faces filled with tears, smiles, and understanding. In that moment, she knew she made the right choice. By sharing her father's true story, she had given the world a deeper connection to him, one that transcended fame and music. The song, once incomplete, now felt whole, not just as a tribute, but as a bridge between her father and those he left behind. Walking off the stage, Lily felt a profound sense of peace. Her father's story was now complete, and in sharing his truth, she had found her own voice and purpose as an artist. The world knew Marcus Knight, not just as a legend, but as a man, and Lily knew he would have been proud.